The power of prayer. There is power in prayer. When you pray, don't hesitate. God will answer. I'll give you just a testimony. When my husband died, he left me in an unfinished house. It was on slab level. Every time it would rain, water would seep through, and we had to shift furniture here and there to dodge the water. So one day I was so discouraged. I thought that the roof was going to fall on my children and me. I sat in the chair and I said, God, you are the God of the widows. Is there not one person, one man that can roof this house without money? Because I didn't have the money. I had the iron sheets, but I couldn't roof. I said, God, did all the good people die out with my husband? God, help this widow. I'm desperate. It was that short. 2 days later, I was seated in the same place, and a young man in his 30s knocks at my door. I welcomed him in like I welcomed others. So he told me he was selling timber. He asked whether I needed timber. I said, timber I need, but I don't have the money. He said, no, I don't need the money. I said, you are selling timber and you don't need the money. He said, I don't need the money. I said, what do you need? He said, I want you to give me the tender to roof your house. I said, I don't have money for timber. Can I have money for labor to roof? He said, I don't want the money now. I asked him, have you ever roofed anybody's house, or you want to run on my house? He had come with evidence that he had roofed some people's houses. He gave me some telephone numbers of people that I knew and some pictures of the houses he had roofed. So I told him, you go ahead and roof. He said, fine. And he went away. He came back 3 days later with a lorry full of timber and men to roof. When I came back from where I had gone, the timber was spread all over in my compound, and he was there supervising them. I asked him, you mean you were not joking when you told me you wanted to roof my house? He answered simply, Madam, do you think I came from town all the way to come and joke with you? I meant business. I said, fine. I watched him cut timber, join timber, those kind of things they do when they are roofing. They didn't ask me for 1 penny, not for lunch, not for nails, not for anything, but he was working. At the end of the day, he asked for the iron sheets. I watched one iron sheet after another going on the house and being nailed there. I said, God, you mean you are answering my prayer? And he was answering my prayer. The young man roofed it to completion with all the fascia board fixed, everything. Then he told me, I've finished your house. I will need my money in 3 months. I answered him, the person who brought you, when he gives me the money, I will pay you. He said, supposing he doesn't give you the money? I told him, if he was not going to give me the money, he wouldn't have brought you. The young man went away. Immediately he disappeared. I also disappeared in my bedroom. I knelt down and said, God, thank you for the miracle. But where is the money going to come from in 3 months? God, give me the money to pay this man. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know how he demands his money. I don't know him. God, help me. In 3 weeks, God had given me all the money. And I called the young man. When I paid him in 3 weeks, he said, Madam, I needed the money in 3 months. But he said, I told him, The one who brought you gave it to me in 3 weeks. What do I do? Just take it. He believed the God that I serve. He told me, Madam, you have God. I said, yes, I have God. And I want you to believe that God. That is how simply my house was roofed on credit. I couldn't believe that God could answer me to that precision, but He did. Since then, I don't hesitate when I'm praying. I know God answers prayer.